on the subject of Afterburners. Hi, I'm Ray with 28 Left Productions, and today video we're going to talk about Afterburners. This is one of the earlier ones that I have built. And something fell over. Okay, yeah. Anyway, this is an early model of ones that I built. It's basically a conduit box that I get at like Home Depot, Lowe's, anywhere hardware supplies are sold. And I put in the ring from a barrel attachment. Epoxied it in there so that it ain't going anywhere. And then cut down the sides and added these L brackets. It actually folds underneath the bottom here. And that's what holds in the motors. And a battery box that I got from Radio Shack that, yeah, if there's Radio Shacks anymore. Tells you how long ago I built this. And my light just went out. That's awesome. Anyway, I built these back in the day when long shots and recons were the top of the line Nerf blaster, and because we just wanted something to have a little bit more punch. So me and my buddy Rob, we were like, hey, let's build something that attaches right to the bayonet fitting, the barrel fitting of any of those type of blasters, and make these things shoot a bit farther. And we did. I'm not saying I invented these things. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that we were the first ones in our group to come up with the idea. And we didn't really see this online at all. I also didn't join the community till kind of later. So, I mean, it probably was around, but this is something we came up with. Anyway, yeah, it's a pretty simple box. I didn't use a motor cage from anything else. In fact, we were calling them motor bricks because we didn't know there was another terminology. We didn't even call these Afterburners. We called these magnums because they made them shoot a little harder. But anyway, Afterburners come basically in two different flavors. They have the integrated ones, which are built into the frame of the blaster somehow, or the external kind, which is like that one. And every rule has to have an exception, so I have the semi-removable Afterburner. This one was designed just to keep the whole long strike looking cool, and it's actually got a dual power source on it. By flipping this switch here, it switches from the forward battery source, which is these boxes here, and flipping it to the, actually that's forward, aft. And the aft position, I have a LiPo pack built into this magazine. Plus I also have a different battery pack here so I can switch between those two. And this has a plug that comes out, and then you can detach this and put this on a completely different blaster if you want. But then you're only stuck with the forward battery packs and not the aft one, which is why I'm saying it's a semi-removable. So anyway, well, like I said, back in the day, this was one of the better ways of making a blaster improved. The other mods that we had come up with were like a couple of spring upgrades, or the infamous Maverick Penny mod. I don't know if you guys know what that one is, which is not all that great. But yeah, those were like the big mods of the day, and in my group that we were playing with, that was, you know, perfectly fine, perfectly acceptable, and No, it wasn't. That's why we we needed to make better blasters. But you know, today with everybody rewiring the entire blaster with the flywheelers, well, because flywheelers weren't even a thing back when I first started these things. Actually, the first flywheeler I remember seeing was like the Busby Tommy 20. And that thing was amazing. It was like, holy crap, here's an actual semi-automatic one that you didn't have to prime every time. That was great. I used the Tommy 12 as a secondary for a long time. That was a great little blaster. I think actually I used that motor brick. Actually, I think that motor brick is in that long strike that I have over here, the Frankenbarrel. Over here, this is the Buzzard, one of Rob's builds that he did, and yeah, it worked pretty good. At least the Afterburner part did. The missiles around the side didn't work also all that great. Probably because the valve that we were using wasn't the best flow rate for the job. We also had one inside of a Vulcan that didn't work all that great, but it sort of kind of worked. And I even tried to put one inside a Recon barrel, and I dremeled the crap out of that thing, and it was a abysmal failure. But that was like my first attempt at doing one, and before I came up with the idea of just mounting it on a metal plate, and I'm like, hey, look, it's mounted. But yeah, me and Rob used to pass these things out to other people actually at battles, and like, hey, let's make your blaster a little bit better if you're on my team. So yeah. So my question is, are Afterburners needed anymore? Are they the more easy mod to do, or is it just better to just do the whole blaster in one shot? Let me know in the comments below. And here's a video, over here somewhere, here's a video that YouTube thinks you should watch. Why? I don't know. YouTube thinks that you should watch it. And over here is a video of something I did. I'll add it in post. Anyway, I'm Ray with 2A Left Productions. I'll see y'all later.